Hey guys, welcome back to ARTIMORE. This is episode 9. I'm here with Big Ray, B.L.O.C INC. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All
How
right,
about you?
fine for the most part. So we about to get into it. How did you want to get started? So we're going to get to the part that you have, your nonprofit or whatever the case may be, and giving back to your community. But how did you get started? What made you want to give back to your community?
That's a good question. Well, actually, it started off like coaching, coaching football. Actually, I had some when I was younger. I had some great coaches, and as I got older, they influenced me to coach.
Right.
So I started coaching football, and then I realized that I had a passion with working with kids, and like just putting smiles on kids' faces, just being there with the kids. I also worked in the school system for a long time, for a few years, probably about 5.
Same here. I was an IPE,
Yeah,
time organization, so I definitely love the kids.
Yeah, me too.
So growing up in East Baltimore, you said that you had a lot of coaches. One of our coaches, rest in peace, Murdoch. I know everybody done bumped into Murdoch growing up.
I know this.
So it was so bumped into Murdoch. I went to 102 growing up, so I definitely know some of your coaches. When it comes to their influence on you and how they work with kids, how much do you think of that you took from that to put into how you work with kids and how you maneuver when you in the hood, for real, because that's what it is. A lot of us that do give back because we speak their language, even though we try to act like that's. I don't want to do that, but then when you turn around and become a teacher or a coach, you notice that you speak their language and you want to protect them as much as possible. How many people gave you that feeling growing up?
I mean, a lot. I mean, I don't really want to get into too many names though, but I know one of my best coaches I ever had was my man Coach T.
Okay.
And
shout out to Coach T.
Yeah, for sure. And he gave me the opportunity, to coach, for the same team I played for, and when I was a kid, and just working with the kids, showing them love, and like most of the time I realized that these kids just need some love, and a positive role model too, someone that came from the same place they from, I could relate to them a lot, we all have a past, but it's about what you do.
Correct, because you can always make a different choice. I tell people this all the time. As many times as the Joker did something bad, it's a few times he let the Batman get away. He let him get away. I get that to people on the basic, simplest term. Like you literally got that one. You can make a different choice. You ain't gotta always. If you doing bad, you ain't gotta always continue to do bad, because the same way the good person make a bad decision once or twice in their life as well. So sometimes they land them in bigger fish to fry. But
sure.
Now let's get into the block. Shout out to Ebony. Our sister Ebony.
Definitely.
She invited me. Yeah, she definitely invited me to come to y'all's back to school give back. And my kids, for me, I make them give back. Everybody catch an attitude when I say I do. I make them give back.
Right.
Now, I don't make them do it long. Like you've even seen me say, I ain't got to help them the whole time.
Right.
But I want you to get into the idea of giving back, because sometimes what tends to happen is we leave, or we do get bigger than the program, just a tag, and we forget to reach back. And I want my kids to always know that they're not bigger than any program, literally. Some people forget that when they get to a certain point. And it's now you got it. You got the tools that you can give back to your community. Make sure you always do that. So I think y'all first back to school give back was this year, but I think y'all did something before that, if you can get into that.
You said
y'all back to school give back before, y'all just did a coat drive a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But before that, y'all did the back to school give back last summer, right before school started.
Right.
So was that y'all first time doing it? Because that's another thing.
Yeah,
I want to highlight that they brand new. They are brand new. Look, it's on the shirt. They brand new. They brand new.
For sure, definitely. We actually, that was our first back to school event. We gave out over 200 book bags, and school supplies. It felt good, and I did it right there in our community, where I'm from. So it really felt good giving back, and that's a feeling that once you start getting that feeling, it's like you be chasing that feeling just to keep helping, keep putting them smiles on them people's faces, like it's a great feeling.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of you guys because honestly, they're not just school supplies. They did haircuts, they did a little barbecue, they had little games going while they was there. They had the music going, and y'all made it comfortable. You get what I'm saying? In areas in which we know people that have been murdered, taken out, you get what I'm saying? But you made it comfortable. Like that's where your home at. Everybody always, it's never that we're really afraid of it, but we don't want to be bothered when we know, bad stuff happens. We're like, I don't want to be bothered with that. But you actually I'm talking about brought the hood out. It was some kids that couldn't get a book bag that they went and brought one. I witnessed it. They was like, we'll be right back type thing. So y'all definitely made sure everybody was serviced that day, and I'm very proud of y'all. What do you see your legacy and what you trying to do in the future with the block?
Well, actually, first of all, it's not just me. It's I'm speaking on behalf of our whole organization, and we got a great team, man. I just want to shout them out. Like,
you can shout out everybody name if you want to. Go ahead.
Ebony, E, Disco, Dewan, Tavon. That's us right there. It's a few other people, that we helping out, time and time again. But definitely. But for the future, like, man, I'm big on show love. Like, I think our whole objective to be here on this earth is just to show love and just help each other as much as we possibly can. So, like, I don't just want to do it in this state. I want to actually take it across the United States, like with this organization, with this block, and building leaders of our community. Like, I got big plans for it. Big plans. Try and get a building, 15 passenger van, picking up our students, picking up our kids, our clients. Just a lot.
Yeah, and when I tell you he already started.
I have another event coming up too, Easter, Thursday the 2nd, Mary E. Rodman. Shout out to them, Recreation and Park. We're doing a collab together for the Easter event that we got coming up. It's Thursday, April the 2nd at Mary E. Rodman. From 3 to 5. From 3 to 5. We're going to have the egg hunt, of course. We're going to have the game truck out there, DJ. We're going to have a sack race, relay race, free food, free drinks, and all ages, the whole community can come out,
No worries. So definitely make sure y'all go to Mary E. Rodman. That's one. T, make sure y'all hit this man up. And make sure that y'all building leaders of your community for real. For real. And that's exactly what it stands for. And I love these people on God. Like I said, I rarely miss an event. Even if I pop my head and pop back out, I rarely miss an event because I believe in what they're doing. I wanted to highlight them. I wanted to shine this on them. We definitely gonna have it popping.
I really appreciate it.
I appreciate for sure. I appreciate you. I know that I had a platform and I seen what you guys were trying to do, and I definitely meant what I said when I told y'all that I was going to interview y'all soon. They was all like, for real? I'm like, yeah, I got you. And even if, like I said, and even if it ain't a million people on my platform yet, it's still 100 plus more people that you don't look like that you wasn't going to have, come through. We definitely going to be having this poster soon.
Much love.
Much love to y'all. Thank you. Let them know where they can find you at on social media, where they can find you at, email, anything you want to give them. Let them know
Instagram, B.L.O.C INC, B.L.O.C Inc. You just follow us on Instagram right now, working on our webpage right now, so we're getting that up and running real soon. So yeah.
And definitely follow me at ARTIMORE at all times. I will always keep you updated. They give me something in advance. I will always you guys have you updated on everybody that come through ARTIMORE. This is episode 9. We out.